Global companies often assess various countries to identify suitable locations for production. This is a crucial decision for businesses with global reach. A production location is a physical site where a company's products are assembled or produced. Now, there are a number of factors that companies would need to consider when assessing production locations abroad. They would need to consider the costs of production, the skills and availability of the labor force, the infrastructure, the location in a trade bloc, government incentives, ease of doing business, political stability, natural resources, and the likely return on investment. Let's take a look at these further. Costs of production. Costs of production include wages, raw materials, energy, rent, and taxes. This is often the most important factor when deciding on a location because it directly affects the profitability of a business. Labor costs can vary widely between countries. For example, manufacturing in countries like China, Bangladesh, or Vietnam is much cheaper than in the US or Western Europe due to lower wages. When it comes to energy and utility costs, high electricity or water costs can be detrimental to manufacturing processes that are energy intensive. When it comes to taxes and corporate rates, countries with lower corporate tax rates may attract businesses looking to reduce tax burdens. For example, Nike shifted its production from the US to countries like Vietnam and Indonesia, where labor costs are significantly lower. Skills and availability of labor force. The skill level of the labor force is critical for industries that require technical expertise, while availability ensures businesses can scale up operations when necessary. Countries like Germany and Japan are known for their highly skilled engineering workforce, making them more attractive for high-tech manufacturing, like car production. Countries with a large youthful workforce, like India, offer the advantage of having a high number of workers, which can benefit industries like IT or textiles. Apple manufactures many of its products in China, not only because of low wages, but also because China has a large skilled manufacturing workforce that can meet the company's high standards. Infrastructure. Good infrastructure, including transportation, energy supply, and communication systems, is vital for efficient production and distribution. Efficient road, rail, port, and airport infrastructure are essential for the timely movement of goods and raw materials. Countries like Singapore, with its advanced port facilities, attract manufacturing businesses due to ease of shipping products globally. When it comes to technology and communication, high-speed internet and reliable power grids are essential for modern manufacturing facilities, particularly for technology firms. Tesla chose to build a gigafactory in Nevada, US, because of its proximity to raw material sources for batteries and efficient transport links for distribution across the US. Location in trade bloc. Being located within a trade bloc such as the European Union or ASEAN can provide significant advantages like tariff-free trade and easier access to a large market. Businesses located within a trade bloc can import and export goods with fewer barriers, reducing costs and increasing market access. In addition, trade blocs often share product regulations and standards, making it easier for companies to operate across multiple countries. For example, BMW has factories in Germany within the EU, which allows the company to export cars to other EU countries without facing tariffs or trade barriers. And if you found this video useful, please do like it and subscribe. It sends a signal to me to let me know I should produce more videos just like this. Government incentives. Governments may offer incentives to attract foreign investment, such as tax holidays, grants, or subsidized land. Governments may reduce corporate taxes for companies that invest in certain regions or industries. In addition, subsidies may be provided for training workers or investing in environmentally friendly technologies. An example is Tesla. Tesla receives significant tax breaks and incentives to build its gigafactory in Nevada, amounting to nearly $1.3 billion in benefits from the state government. Ease of doing business. Countries that have simpler regulatory environments, efficient legal systems, and transparent bureaucracies tend to be more attractive to businesses. Businesses often prefer countries with less administrative processes for setting up operations, acquiring permits, and complying with regulations. When it comes to the legal environment, strong intellectual property protection and a stable legal environment can be crucial for businesses, especially in technology and pharmaceuticals. Singapore is known for its efficient and transparent business regulations. ranking highly on the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business Index. This makes it a popular location for companies in sectors like finance, tech, and shipping. Political stability. Political stability reduces the risk of unexpected policy changes, strikes, and disruptions to production. Countries with high political risk are less attractive for long-term investments. Companies prefer countries with stable governments, predictable policies, and a lack of social unrest. When it comes to corruption, high levels of corruption can increase the cost of doing business and create uncertainty. Countries with low corruption, like Denmark or New Zealand, are often more attractive. For example, Venezuela's political instability and economic challenges have driven away many international companies, leading to a massive reduction in foreign direct investment. Natural resources. Countries with abundant natural resources may be attractive for industries that depend on specific raw materials, such as oil, gas, metals, and agriculture. Businesses in industries like oil refining, mining, or agriculture often prefer countries where these resources are plentiful and easily accessible. When it comes to low material costs, if raw materials are sourced locally, transportation costs and import taxes can be avoided, reducing overall production costs. For example, Saudi Aramco is based in Saudi Arabia because of the country's vast oil reserves, which provide a steady supply of the raw material the company needs for refining. Likely return on investment. Businesses must evaluate whether investing in a new production location will yield sufficient returns. This calculation involves assessing the costs, risks, and potential revenues from operating in that country. If a country offers a low production cost but a small market or high risk environment, the potential return on investment might not justify the decision. When looking at long-term growth potential, companies may look at a country's economic growth trends, population size, and consumer demand to determine the long-term potential. For example, Amazon invested heavily in India's e-commerce market because of its large growing middle class and rapid adoption of technology, despite regulatory hurdles and competition from local players like Flipkart. When assessing a country as a production location, businesses must weigh multiple factors, each with its potential advantages and risks. The decision is often a balance between lowering costs, accessing skilled labor, and ensuring long-term stability. Countries like China and India are attractive due to low costs and large labor forces, while places like Germany and Singapore excel due to infrastructure, stability, and ease of doing business. Strategic location decisions can provide significant competitive advantages, helping businesses improve their global supply chains, reduce operational costs, and expand market access. Thank you for watching this video. The next two videos that will appear on the screen are what YouTube thinks you should watch next.